on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nani nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu Abiyama benigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, Chukwokika Abiyama, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bigebi rone bigebi. He said, my name is Namdekanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. So also do I command the armies of Biafra. They are fiercely loyal. They are loyal, I tell you, and doing the work that I expect them to do. I also direct Radio Biafronia Wemna Chineke, not through any power which I possess or any extraordinary knowledge, but by your grace, O Lord. By your grace, Chukwokika Biama. We honor you and we adore you. I know that some people listening, including the British, may not understand what we are doing. But there is nobody in Britain that answers Nwachukwu, the child of heaven. We do. We do. We do. Therefore, when we worship our Father, people should not try to be jealous. They should not feign ignorance or misunderstanding, because we are ancient people. We have been doing this for over 5,000 years and will continue to do so until the end of time.
End of time. Thank you, Onyendu Dadianye. Thank you so much. We love you, and we'll continue to until we are all ushered into the land of hope and restoration, which is Biafra. I greet you all this afternoon from my own time zone. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere. I am also known as Pastor Vam Vam Vam, Pastor Agape Love. By the grace of Chukwokika Biama Primi Henile, our God and our Creator, I am the acting information minister currently in Brigi, and I also double as the armor bearer of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Udogu, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And every one of you know that today is Monday, Today, all over Biafraland and all over the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom called Nigeria, today is tagged as Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's Day. And today, something was supposed to happen in Biafraland. Martins Otse.
All right, so
Martins Otse, the one we all know as the Verydarkman, traveled down to Biafraland in old Anambra State to hold a rally and a candle night for a fellow comrade and his namesake who was murdered in cold blood in that area. And then in showing that solidarity, it now had to happen that today, being Monday, is a very important day. Why did I choose to play this video today? Because every one of us know that I have so much respect and appreciation for Martins Otse, the Verydarkman, one of the person I know in the zoo that speaks the truth both to power and to everyone in that zoo. Every Monday since Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap and the extraordinary rendition to the Zoological Republic, every Monday has always been a day we sit at home. We've considered it Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's Day. A day we don't joke with, a day we don't play with. And some criminals that infiltrated the Biafra movement have consistently lied that there is nothing like sit at home. It doesn't hold. They are all deceiving you. Simon Ekpa is lying. He's using it. He's spying our people. He's doing all this nonsense. He's doing this. He's doing that. Propaganda left, right, and center have been going on. Even though the proofs are always there, vehicles don't go to Biafraland. And why? Because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has been held unconstitutionally and illegally in the zoo. And we say our so-called leaders in Biafraland, whether you are Eze, you are a politician, you are governors, do the needful. Go and tell them, if you don't release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, all your benefits in Biafraland, you will lose it. Nothing. Biafraland, they say Biafraland is losing a lot. Oh, well, it's a lie. We are a land of God, a land of promise, a land that is blessed. Our people are not complaining at all, because if it is affecting them financially, you will see them complain. In fact, they will even tell you we've had enough. But now, even when we are no longer advertising and talking about it, it has dawned on them that, look, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is very important to us. This Monday, we dedicate it to him. Whether you like it or not, you must release him, because if you don't release him, forget about anything you want to do in Biafraland on a Monday. If you don't release him, all your government offices will be shut down on Monday. If you don't release him, if you cross our paths on Monday, the angels and the saints of God will deal with you ruthlessly, because that day is declared sacrosanct for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Let him go, he did nothing. And they will say, okay, they will always come and say, we will go and speak to Tinubu, we will do this and that. From the impostor that was there up till now, to Tinubu, we will go and speak to him. He will release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. You push with council at home, will say, release him first. Till today, for you to know how wicked, how ruthless these people are. Till today, it is going 5 years now. They have still held him. He has defeated them in all their courts. He has run them down. He has won them everywhere, and they continue to hold him against their own court order, against their own law. The impostor that was there told them that the court will have his way. Even when the court now had his way, he didn't do anything until he was, gone. And now the real one has gone underground. Has gone 6 feet. Now they brought an impostor whom they are now telling you that the impostor is also dead. You understand? So, but Mazin Nnamdi Kanu still remains in their lockdown. And we decided that this Monday, we will not joke with it. Some idiots and criminals amongst DOS, somebody like Methuselah Mwekwe, we remember that he even traveled down to Asaba and was telling people that he's in Biafraland. And he was there maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday, videoing and saying, can you see? There's movement here. Call them. He was calling them, videoing them. There's movement. They have done all manner of propaganda to make people believe that that sit at home is not important. If we had bowed to their propaganda and bowed to their lies, I bet you that today we will no longer be talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But because that Monday has been kept sacrosanct, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the most relevant factor in Biafraland and all over that space, including their own side of the divide. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still winning the battle and winning the war. So, with all those things going on, and yet some people are still spreading propaganda. There's no sit at home, no sit at home. Today, as I speak with you, I'm going to play the video of one man I consider to be a very truthful person, a man of integrity, a man that is very, very honest and truthful to the core. He was in Biafraland today, and I want you to hear him as he spoke from Biafraland. He was there to do, you know, condolence and in solidarity visit to a friend or someone that he loved that passed away in the hand of this same zoo blood drinking demons, in the hands of these killers in Nigeria. And that's why he flew all the way from Abuja to Biafraland. Let us listen to Vincent Ose, the Verydarkman.
All right, so I'm in Anambra State because of the candlelight I spoke about for Fish Magnet, who is my namesake, Martins. Sadly, he was a victim of bad leadership in Nigeria, insecurity that have been constantly overlooked by our government. Fish Magnet was a victim of kidnappers who kidnapped him at the front of his workplace, and then he was later shot and he didn't come back alive.
You see, this is a Biafran who was shot right there in his own premises, who was shot. Only God knows whether he died before they took him away. The story has different versions. But here, that happened right there in Biafraland. But people kept saying, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. Simon Ekpa is the problem. The insecurity is still on. No? It's still there till tomorrow. These blood-sucking demons are still unaliving people till tomorrow. This one, it was on a broad daylight. What happened to him right there in Biafraland. Those that are concerned about Biafraland, they are not talking about things like this. All they care about is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. Sit at home, cancel it. But release the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, so that the sit at home, we remove it, we'll cancel it. Nobody wants to sit at home for no reason. Yet they will not do the needful. Look at what is happening right there in Biafraland and all over the zoo. It is not important to them. For them, it's just to silence and cancel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which I am so glad that up to today they have failed, and the sit at home continues in solidarity.
Overlooked by our government. Fish Magnet was a victim of kidnappers who kidnapped him at the front of his workplace, and then he was later shot and he didn't come back alive. So we are going to do a candlelight for him. Not just that, it's to also raise awareness on the insecurity issues that is happening in Anambra, not just Anambra State, every part of the East and the whole part of Nigeria. Tomorrow is sit at home here in Anambra, so we can't really do anything tomorrow. Here in Anambra, so we can't really. Tomorrow is sit at home here in Anambra, so we can't really do anything tomorrow. Tomorrow is sit at home here in Anambra, so we can't really do anything tomorrow. Tomorrow is sit at home here in Anambra, so we can't really do anything tomorrow. But tomorrow is sit at home here in Anambra, so we can't really do anything tomorrow. Tomorrow is sit at home here in Anambra, so we can't really do anything tomorrow. But I will relate the place we are gathering tomorrow and where we are starting our work from. I will also expect the members of the Nigerian police to please come and support us by providing security, and because obviously the state is looking like it might not be safe. I don't know, you understand. I cannot just do this thing without you guys. So please, I'm going to relay the date, the time tomorrow, and where we are meeting up here in Anambra State. Thank you very much.
Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? For those that have been spreading the rumor, the propaganda, that have been trying to silence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am telling you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free, people like these fish magnets, it will be difficult to have things like this happen in Biafraland. The presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Biafraland is the beginning of wisdom. All the demonic agents in Biafraland, they don't burn them well. They know it. The politicians know it. And they do not want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free. They do not want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to secure his territory. Why? Because they want Biafraland to look like Benue. They want Biafraland to look like Plateau. They want Biafraland to look like Zamfara and Borno. But we have consistently said, no way to these blood-sucking demons, whether they are politicians or whoever they are. Fish magnets, may your soul rest in peace. And I wish if I were in Biafraland, I would have joined in that procession for the waykeeping and the candlelight. And I want to appreciate the Verydarkman for what he has been doing for the people that cannot help themselves, for how he has been speaking up for people. And because of the integrity spirit in him, you can see that he doesn't take side with the evil people in that zoo, taking side against people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or taking side against people like Man Simon Ekpa. He wouldn't do that because he knows who is who. He knows who is on the right side and who is on the side of truth. So please, Verydarkman, just know that I'm not trying to use you to preach the gospel of sit at home. I am not. Honestly, let me just put a disclaimer here. I'm not trying to use Verydarkman. Verydarkman is not preaching the gospel of sit at home. Verydarkman is not encouraging anybody to sit at home. So I have to put this disclaimer immediately. But I just want to tell you that because that is the reality on ground. I am the one that is preaching the gospel of sit at home. I am preaching the gospel of sit at home because we need it to continue, because if we don't, they want to cancel our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If we don't continue, they want to cancel our Prime Minister, Odogwu Simon Ekpa, and we're not going to allow them to cancel us. And when they succeed in canceling them, then they have succeeded in canceling Biafra. Believe me, if they succeed in canceling our leaders, Ikukwana Fuaya Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Gaga no good, the taproot of this world, Mazi Simon Ekpa. If they succeed in canceling them, believe you me, then forget about any other thing. Just like these Mugus and these never do wells think they have succeeded. They thought they were going to be succeeding in removing our leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, to silence him. Let me see. Let me see if I put it on Twitter. Otherwise, there's this hopeless idiot called Mecca Gift. Let me see. Did I post that piece of work? Okay, I did. All right, let me show you now. Let me show you. We'll put up this post from our own media. This person you see here is what they call Mecca Gifts. This idiot. He said, before 1 month, Brigi will forget Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Brigi, in detention. DOS are working underground, says Mecca Gift. You see them? So they are working, they have been working underground. Some of them inside that underground, the thing don't cover them. They don't even, some of them don't perish. Some of them have already perished in the underground. Some of them will no longer hear them again, they are gone. People like the one they call Biafra child in Germany, they have all disappeared. Isaiah Oba, they have all disappeared. Some of them have been forgotten. Some of them go. So, and this one is still saying that they are underground. He said that they are underground and that we will forget, before 1 month, we'll forget our Prime Minister. No wonder you see them. Anywhere you see them, they are supporting the criminal Isaiah Anyoko. Is the one they are supporting. Do you know that? Yes, so They are supporting the criminal Isaiah Nyogo. That's why God is punishing them and they are making all the mistakes they are making so that Biafrans will know that they don't belong to Biafra. That's why Isaiah Nyogo is openly announcing that he have his own terrorists. You know, he says it's a mistake from lips. That's how they will continue to make mistake, and then God will punish all of them. He said, okay, my brother say they are now content creators. They are now content creators. Yes, so you see them. So for your information, our prime minister is active and still on. Onye Dumas in Namdekano, you wanted to silence, is active and is still on. Who is forgotten? You are the ones that are forgotten. Underground sewage rats. Underground sewages. Eh? You are all the ones that are forgotten. And you will never be remembered for any reason. See them? That we will forget our leader in detention before 1 month. Or how many months have gone now? Going to 9 months. We will never forget our leader. We will never forget our prime minister. And to your shock and your amazement, you will see him emerge. By the time you know what is happening, you are all gone. Before September rings the bell, our PM will show up, and then you will become history. And all the Afonja that you people are working for, Chukwu Kabiama will disgrace all of you. All of you will be put to shame and be disgraced. You see? So that is just to show you, these are the same set of people that were spreading propaganda. No sit at home. The sit at home is not real. Samareka is lying. He's deceiving all of you. He's deceiving all of you. There is no sit at home. There is no sit at home. Now you can now see that even those that are looking for a good Nigeria, one Nigeria, like Verydarkman Martin said, he has confirmed it, that even while he's there in Biafraland to do something, the sit at home would not even let him go out today, because it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day. It is what? It is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day, and he remains consistently relevant whether you like it or not. You will all be disgraced. Nigeria will be disgraced. Britain will be disgraced. And we will go home. In the mighty name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. He say. So that is it. I have other updates to bring to you. I don't intend to spend a long time here. It is just to tell you that the relevance of what we are doing is still up there. Our redemption is drawing very, very near. Believe you me. Yes, they intended to make rubbish of everything we have worked for, rubbish of everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu worked for, rubbish of everything Simon Ekpa worked for, but they are the ones that have been rubbished now. So I am going to take us to the Twitter handle of our lawyer, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, our lawyer G. Michael. There are some interesting updates I saw there. Let me update us. Please, if you are there and you want to come in on the program, very good, nice and good. The link is already there. You want to call me, you can call. I will take your call. If you don't know my number, let me float it up there right now. Now there is a number, so you can call at any time. So let me go to Aloy Ejimako's Twitter handle. There's some updates I saw there that were quite interesting. And then there are other things I'm going to share with you about their Afonjas. I'm going to share some things about their Afonjas. God is disgracing all of them. God is disgracing all of them. There are so many updates here, but let me first of all begin with the one I shared recently, where Oyendu have sued the shameless Reno Omokiri, Reno Mwewu, who has been busy saying all manner of lies and nasty things about Biafra and about our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a way of defeating them in the zoo, he has a way of giving them heavy blow. Okay. So wait, let me see. Is there okay? I think this is the story. This is the story. Is it yesterday? Mazin Nnamdi Kanu commenced a muscular legal action against Reno Omokiri. Let me enlarge it so that you will read it with me. Yeah, you see, yesterday Mazin Nnamdi Kanu commenced a muscular legal action against Reno Omokiri, seeking a retraction, apology, and damages for Omokiri's highly defamatory and prejudicial publications against Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and the Igbo. Others like Omokiri should take notes and be guided. So you see, if Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, they just, they threaten. If he tell you what he will do it. So you can see the documents here of the suits. Yes. And I think from the details I have, Reno Omokiri have been sued to up to the sum of 60 billion. I don't know where he will get that money. He will have to go and meet Tinubu to support him, to pay that money. Shameless idiot. That's what he will do. So there is another update I saw here. Yeah, this is an update from Prince Emmanuel Kanu wrote something, and let's read it. It's a long one, but let's see if we can read through. Britain's blood-stained hands in the unfolding tragedy of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Prince Emmanuel Kanu, spokesperson, Kanu family. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. Dr. Martin Luther King. With hearts burdened by sorrow, we, the family of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, issue this solemn declaration to the world. We do so not only in defense of our beloved brother, father, and uncle, but in defense of truth, justice, and the sacred memory of over 5 million Biafrans slaughtered during Britain's orchestrated genocide from 1967 to 1970. The United Kingdom has never stopped unaliving Biafrans. Only the methods have changed. Today, the same British government that armed Nigeria to starve Biafran children to death now stand accused of a far more cowardly crime: the silent orchestration and diplomatic shielding of an illegal rendition to torture and political show trial of a British citizen for exercising freedoms guaranteed under British law. Let the world take note. Were Mazin Nnamdi Kanu to die in the custody of the Nigerian government, it would be to the eternal shame and blood-drenched legacy of the United Kingdom. 100% truth. A trail of betrayal, how Britain enabled an international crime. In June 2021, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, a lawful British citizen and leader of a peaceful self-determination movement, IPOB, registered under UK law, was abducted in Nairobi, Kenya, subjected to extraordinary rendition without due process, and illegally transferred to Nigeria by operatives whose trail the British authorities have deliberately ignored. Britain is aware. Britain is in the know. Britain knew everything that happened in Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap and extraordinary rendition, but they kept quiet. Chukwu Okike Abiama, the God of Biafra, is disgracing them and will disgrace them to the last. And if Finland is watching, they should take note and also beware. This transactional crime was carried out in clear violation of Kenyan and international law. Yet Britain said nothing. Worse still, their silence gave Nigeria the license to act with impunity. Why was the British High Commission in Nairobi inactive while a British citizen was drugged, tortured, and flown out in chains? Why was the UK Foreign Office complicit in turning a blind eye to this abduction that violated every known treaty obligation under international human rights and consular law? The answer is now painfully clear. Britain was not merely a bystander, Britain was a co-conspirator. Chai, what a shame and disgrace. Diplomatic deceit in Abuja, Following his illegal rendition, the UK government pretended to be engaged. British consular officials visited Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody in Abuja. He asked one simple question. Why is the United Kingdom allowing a British citizen to be tried for a broadcast made in the UK, where both IPOB and Radio Biafra are lawful entities? I want to focus on this. This place is somewhere we must look at very, very intentionally. Now, diplomatic deceit in Abuja. This is what we call a diplomatic lamba, a diplomatic lie, a diplomatic wayo from Britain. Their consular general came to visit Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in DSS. And he was the one that asked this question that Emmanuel Kanu is putting up here. In fact, I am seeing this for the first time. I never knew that this British wayo consular actually asked this question. And yet, 4 or 5 years running, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is being dragged up and down in the court of this ungodly Nigeria, and United Kingdom is quiet after their own consular is asking this question. Oh my goodness me. Look at the question here. Why is the United Kingdom, the country he was representing as a consular, allowing a British citizen, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, they know very well that he's a British citizen, to be tried for a broadcast he made in the UK? Mazin Nnamdi Kanu made his broadcast in the UK, where both IPOB and Radio Biafra are lawful entities. If IPOB, what they are doing in Britain is a crime under law, they would have arrested them. They would have locked them up. In fact, they would have permitted their registration in the UK. But haven't allowed that registration. It shows that everything about IPOB is legit. 100% legit. And I also want to relate that of our Prime Minister to you. Do you know that when our Prime Minister was brought in for questioning, the first time they brought him in, they tagged Briggy, a terrorist organization. It shocked you? That was one of the things they were accusing our Prime Minister of, that he's leading a terrorist organization in a Finnish court. Our Prime Minister defended himself, and it did not take up to 48 hours. That particular accusation or that particular tag on our Prime Minister, it was scraped out, cancelled, null and void. That is why, as IPOB Information Minister, I have been to Finland twice. And surely I will be going to Finland again, maybe in no distant time. So that means Briggy and IPOB are no terrorist organization. None. Do you understand? So they scrapped it immediately. So our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, has nothing to do with terrorism. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, have nothing to do with terrorism. And here you can see, it looks like this thing is not very bold. Let me see if I can make it bolder. I don't know. I don't think I can make it bolder. It's already 200. Let me see 250. Let me see what I have. Well, I think it's bold enough for you to read. I think it's bold enough. You see? So you can now see that this deceit is very high. Diplomatic deceit in Abuja. Now, this question was being asked by the consular. The consular of every embassy in every country is acting like the president of that country in that, host in the country that is hosting them. So this consular, his authority or his position in Nigeria, in Abuja, is tantamount to the position of the British Prime Minister. So for him to be asking this question, it is a very powerful one. But funny enough, he asked this question and nobody moved it from there. Nobody acted on it because it was a deceit, diplomatic deceit in Abuja. Wow. Why is the United Kingdom allowing a British citizen to be tried for a broadcast made in the UK, where both IPOB and Radio Biafra are lawful entities? The response was both evasive and insidious. We will get back to you. You see that? The response was both evasive and insidious. Then they now said they will get back, but they never did. They said they will get back to us, but they never did. They never did. That was the only time he visited. He asked this question, and they never came back. Okay. Instead, within 4 days of that meeting, Nigeria then Attorney General Abubakar Malami quietly amended the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, removing London, United Kingdom as the alleged location of the offenses. Are you watching it? Are you watching it? So that is to say, the reason why this man, this fake diplomat, I remember the diplomat then was Katrina Liang. I believe she was the one. Katrina Liang was the diplomat there. And I'm sure she was not the one that visited Nnamdi Kanu there. Maybe she must have said, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't even want to set his face, his eyes on that woman. He has called her the names that befit her in several of his broadcasts, and he was justified. Okay, now, after this person did this thing, what it means is that they gave Nigeria a heads up. They gave them a heads up. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continue to be held, to be tried for the broadcast he did in London, you people cannot win him because the broadcast was done in London. And in London, it is not a crime because IPOB is registered and Radio Biafra is registered. So, Attorney General of the Zoo, Malami, went and amended the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, removing London, United Kingdom as the location of the offenses. Are you guys watching the deceit that UK played? They gave Nigeria a tip. Look at what you will do. They lied to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they will come back, but they never did. The only logical inference is that the British authorities either advised Nigeria. Oh, how did I even know? As if I already took it from the mouth of Emmanuel Kanu. The only logical inference is that the British authorities either advised Nigeria to do this or consented to a cover-up to evade the UK's own jurisdictional responsibility. Britain's new colonial game, strangulating justice through silence. Despite IPOB's legal status in the UK and the total absence of any UK court order outlawing its activities, the British government has continually refused to challenge the unlawful prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria. Are you watching this? Britain, every course Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have laid on you, you will all see it come to pass. They will all come to pass in your very eyes. You will see it. Every of those courses that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu laid on you. I don't know if people are actually sharing this program. You need to be hitting the like button and you need to share. Let it get to Britain. Let it get to all these world powers. Let them know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be the bone that will choke them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be the bone who get choke Hanolu. So if you are watching this program and you have not yet hit the like button, it doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button, except if you are a Sabo or you are in one Nigerianist or you are Ogenkere supporter or you are Godson Aboeze supporter, because these people, they will not share. They will even encourage you, don't come and listen to Vam Vam Vam. So, but those of you that are sons of heaven, those of you that believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's relevance is important and our PM, nobody can overthrow them, you need to hit the like button. And that's all I can say about that for now. So you see, Britain's new colonial game strangulating justice through silence. Despite IPOB's legal status in the UK and the total absence of any UK court order outlawing its activities, the British government has continually refused to challenge the unlawful prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria. Why? Because they know what every international legal scholar knows. They know what every international legal scholar knows. That is the reason why our PM is a sophisticated engine room together with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why Britain would do anything to encourage Finland to do anything, whatsoever they can do to hold our Prime Minister as long as they can. But it has expired before this September. They can't hold him longer than September. And we are not going to give them any reason to hold him longer. Do you understand? Finland cannot hold our Prime Minister longer than September. And any one of you out there trying to give them a reason to do that, you all have failed woefully. Those of you impersonating Briggy, lying and cloning our website to commit all forms of havoc and evil, thinking that with that you will make them hold our Prime Minister, you are making a mistake. Or you coming online and doing a program and saying that your own terrorists, we don't have our own terrorists. All we are doing is to deliver our land, protect our land, expel all the terrorists from Biafraland. So our leader, our Prime Minister, he is a student of international law. He is international legal scholar. So because he knows all these things, that's why Britain and France would mount pressure, and EU would mount pressure on Finland to do what they're doing on our Prime Minister. But at the end of the day, victory is ours. Victory is ours. That the alleged offense occurred outside Nigeria territory, that the primary jurisdiction lies in the UK, not Nigeria, that the rendition violated the UK's own Extradition Act, the Commonwealth Mutual Assistance Treaty, and all norms of international law. Yet, when the question was asked of the British Foreign Office, why would you demand that your own citizen be returned to either the UK or Kenya, where he was abducted? They offered the most cowardly response imaginable. We cannot interfere in a Nigerian trial. Chinekeme. Do you know I'm seeing this for the first time? Do you know I'm seeing this response from Britain for the first time? Oh my goodness me. We need to go home. I'm telling you. Those of you living in the United Kingdom, living all these places outside of Biafraland, we need to do everything we can to make Biafraland better than wherever we are today, so that we can go home. Are you seeing that? Now, do you see? Let me repeat this particular paragraph. You know, yet, he said, yet, when the question was asked to the British Foreign Office, when the question was asked of the British Foreign Office, why, now this is the question they asked them, why won't you demand that your own citizen be returned to either UK or Kenya, where he was abducted? They offered the most cowardly response imaginable. Look at their response. We cannot interfere in a Nigerian trial. Nigeria is trying your citizen illegally. Nigeria kidnapped your citizen from another country. Kenya have proven it, and Kenya have slammed them with a fine. And yet, you say you will not interfere in a Nigerian trial? Church Amasa. You see why what we do, we must do it. What we are doing, we must keep it on for ourselves and for our own freedom. And we must keep pushing internationally and everywhere, so that the world will continue to hear our voice. And we will push until we win. I say we will push until we win. Nothing will stop us from pushing. We will continue to push until we win. Can you imagine what Britain responded? Hey! RMN or one Kaipata. United Kingdom. They kidnap your... Just imagine that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a British man, naturally. A white man. So that's why when you hear them saying racism, they are against racism, is a lie. When you hear them saying everybody is equal, is a lie. They are telling you opposite of what they believe. Now, Britain, anyone that is watching this program, whether you're watching on X, please tag them on the X. How many people are watching? We have 80 of you watching on X. Continue to tag British High Commission. Continue to tag the United States. Continue to tag the real Donald Trump. Continue to tag Alex Storm. Continue to tag them right now, wherever you are watching. Tag them. I will repeat that line again. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother, the one you are seeing here on this picture, look at him. Look at them. You see them? You see how they are holy and white? You see them? Look at it. Look at them. That's the brother on white. The other brother that is writing this, Emmanuel Kanu. Look at that. He and his family members and the legal people ask British Foreign Office, why won't you demand that your own citizen be returned to either the UK or Kenya, where he was adopted? They offered the most cowardly response imaginable. We cannot interfere in a Nigeria trial. Remember that asking this question can only be legit because it is the same British office, the same British council that asked this question. They asked this question. This is a question that they asked. You now compare the question they asked to the question that our own team asked them. Now you see the title Emmanuel gave it is Diplomatic Deceit in Abuja. British consular in Abuja seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under chains in DSS custody in Abuja. Kanu in DSS custody in Abuja. He asked one simple question. Why is the United Kingdom, the kingdom is representing, allowing a British citizen to be tried for broadcast made in the UK, where both IPOB and Radio Biafra are lawful entities? They are the ones that asked this question. They pretended to be engaging and they asked this question. And the response was both evasive and insidious. Then they said they will get back to us. But they never did. They never did. And now we are now asking them this question. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother and his legal team and the concerned family members are now asking the Foreign Office of Britain this question. Why would you demand that your own citizen, because you have said that a British citizen that did broadcast in Britain is being kidnapped and being tried in Nigeria. Now we're asking you, why would you demand that your own citizen be returned to either UK or Kenya, where he was adopted? The only answer you can give is that you cannot interfere in a Nigeria trial. Can you believe what is happening? My people, can you believe what is happening? This is evil in display. This is 100% evil in display. If there's anything called evil, this is it. Remember, it is the same Britain in 1984. The same Britain in 1984 that intercepted the kidnapping of Umaru Diko under the leadership of Buhari. They intercepted him. Umaru Diko was already put in a crane. They wanted to deport him to Nigeria, to export him like a goods to Nigeria. Now they intercepted it and brought him out, and most of the people that were involved, Britain penalized them. Now, what am I seeing here? Umaru Diko was probably a northerner, a Fulani man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafran. Now, the question to Britain is, what did Biafra do to you? What does Biafra do to you? Elihe Biafra Meron. I see a comment here and I want to engage this comment. Thank you for this comment, my sister. But I want to engage this comment. Gift Grace say, I don't know why this nose is not letting me. My goodness. Please, I'm sorry. Gift said, Vam, vam, vam. That is why America is better than UK. If Mazen Namdekanu is citizen of America, America could have demanded Nigeria to release him. Now, I don't want you to remove America from this. America and Britain are one and the same. Now, I have not seen anywhere. We have lobbying firms in America that are now fighting us. We have friends in America. We have our liaison in America. We have American friends. Now, Biafrans have even taken bullets for Donald J. Trump. I wish Donald J. Trump will watch what I'm saying here. Biafrans have taken bullets for you. In your first election, Biafrans were celebrating your election, and the Fulani control government of Nigeria were gunning them down in Nigeria. So now, Mazen Namdekanu case is a high-profile case. It has gotten the traction it needed to get. Everyone have heard and have seen it. So I have not seen anywhere America have made a comment as a government. Why are you holding Mazen Namdekanu? I remember, that's why I am speaking to the conscience of Donald Trump. I remember Donald J. Trump in his first term as president. He looked Buhari eyeball to eyeball and told him and asked him, why are you killing Christians? He asked him. So, in the same vein, I am soliciting for Donald J. Trump. There is nothing that stops you from asking them, why did you kidnap Mazen Namdekanu, a British citizen, and why are you holding him and trying him in Nigeria for something he did in London as a British citizen? American government known to be people that interfere. Do you remember the American government went to Libya and took out Muammar Gaddafi? American government, this President Donald Trump government, were sending their military head, Langley, to be interfering in what is happening in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso did not kidnap their citizens. Burkina Faso did not kidnap anybody. But they were interested in the livelihood of Burkina Faso people. But now, look at the hypocrisy with these people. The hypocrisy in America and London, it is smelling to high heavens. Now, in Nigeria, a British citizen was kidnapped from Kenya. And the Nigerian government have been sending their military into Biafraland to be unaliving Biafran citizens. Biafrans. Unaliving them. And Mazen Namdekanu has been held in their dungeon. Now compare between Ibrahim Traore and Mazen Namdekanu, who should have gotten the attention of America if they are not a hypocritical nation. Between Ibrahim Traore, who is doing well for his nation, and the people are celebrating him and they are happy and they are clapping for him, and he's changing their landscape and building everything and building factories and repairing roads and building new roads and building companies and agriculture. Everything is advancing in Burkina Faso. But Biafraland are suffering and mortgage are being, hey, what else do you want me to say? Between Mazen Namdekanu and Ibrahim Traore, who should have gotten the attention of America? So for you to say, if you were American citizen, I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, these people are the same people. If they are not the same people, they should prove me wrong. Because we have engaged America for a long time. We have been tagging Donald Trump for a long time. We have been speaking and speaking for a long time. Our people have been in solidarity and support of Donald Trump and for a long time. Is it not enough for us to get their attention? Can you show me anywhere, going to 5 years now, that Mazen Namdekanu is held in that dungeon? Anywhere America have made a statement in regard to the kidnapping of Mazen Namdekanu, or in regard to the genocide going on up till now in Biafraland? Show me anywhere. Nowhere. You can't see it. They are not speaking up about it. Officially, they are not. But now ask me, if they speak out about it, is it going to be a wrong thing to do? It's the best thing they could do. If they want to be the police of the whole world, if they want to care about the life of people, this is where their attention is needed, because lives are going. In Benue State, for example, more than 300 people were burnt alive. Burnt! While some of them were sleeping, they put fire where they are sleeping. Some of them were worshiping in church, they set them on fire. The Pope even spoke about it. I did not hear Donald Trump. I did not hear Langley, who is accusing Ibrahim Traore of trying to steal the money that belongs to his people. I didn't see them talk about it in America, at least. So please forget that thing. That the same people, they will only prove me wrong now by speaking up about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by interfering and intervening in the situation going on in Biafraland. That is the only time I will know that America is a democracy that wants Africa to also become a democracy. That America is a democracy that are concerned about the well-being of those that are suffering in Africa. That America is a democracy that is against the Islamization of other ethnic groups in Nigeria and the terrorists, Boko Haram, that are unaliving people on a daily in Nigeria. Prove me that you are concerned, not by coming to threaten somebody who is doing well in this country. It shows me that you don't care about us. That's why I keep saying, let us knock at the door of Russia. Let us knock at the door of Russia. Let us call upon Putin. I have a phone call. Mazi, fine. You are live and direct. Biafrans are hearing you.
Yeah, Mazi, I want to say something about what our sister said, gift, right?
Yes.
You know, Mazi, what you have to understand, I just want to talk about Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Mazi, that now, Donald Trump, who can have what you can go to. It was human rights, human rights. This man from Nigeria, Bishop Koga.
Yeah.
He wants to go down America. He has a about insecurity.
Yeah.
Like a Christian, now Christian,
yeah.
You know, he mentioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
I'm mentioned Donald Trump. You have idea. Oh, you want to get Donald Trump? I'm holding there. Nanda kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
No, it's not true. He knows. He knows.
So because all but I know because sometimes here have their president,
He knows.
you know, and them again now. Okay, Donald Trump the first time out there, I'm not just you make it out there that time, and the talk about not just get the many things there. You see it about Russia, Israel, and many things they make it down.
Yeah.
You know, the important thing about American government.
Ogen keresi ni na Congress. What has he been telling them?
Now, Congress, but now you go good fight for your land. You want 80%. Eh? You go good fight for your land. You want 80%. Before the American you do help all the blue fire now guard everywhere. If the native photo, never the blue fire now guard everywhere now. Now the streets of America.
Yes.
So now, yeah, but I look, I'm 80% now. You want 80% now, then you prefer the guardian. Eh? Oh, we are no get up this man in Kedeta no matter bad. Idiot on a day, suit our leader. Native American need to buy na suit here. Tony
Nadi.
I'm not going to use what did I get a blue or you suit to buy na pocket, blue fire, na gari. Okay,
my brother, thank you for your contribution. I appreciate it so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was a good one. You understand? So we must arise up to our own game, because if we don't help ourselves, nobody will help us. That is why we must fund our people, we must continue to support. We must continue to support. Let me tell you, those of you that are following this rhetoric, it is raining there, it is raining there. If someone who has been exposed not to love integrity or love accountability is the one you are stuffing money in their pockets, thinking that your land will be secured, is a lie. Nobody will secure your land. That is a criminal. Brigi is a government with accountability and integrity. When someone is now cloning websites and lying to people that I am the only one doing without me, that is all a lie. This is not the side I'm going. But the need for our funding is very, very important. Very important. And just like we had our fundraising yesterday, I know some of you should have come, but you didn't come. The forthcoming one, to make it a point of duty to support what we're doing. Very, very important. We'll continue to lay emphasis on that. Now, you see that? They said we cannot interfere in Nigeria trial. What a way to show disdain. Now, let me see another write-up here from Aloy Ejimako. This must be another one. Another long one. Wow. Okay. This one was written 3rd of August, yesterday. So let's read this one. This must be another interesting write-up. This is not just false, it is a betrayal. The UK government has in fact interfered constantly. The UK government has interfered constantly by suppressing evidence, shielding Nigerian impunity, and erasing its own culpability from the chain of events that led to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ongoing ordeal. Emmanuel continues to write. Hope you guys are seeing what I'm reading. Yeah, I'm happy you guys are seeing it. Fantastic. The British obsession with Biafra, from bullets to betrayal. This is not new. This is a historical pattern. In 1968, they supplied the arms that unallied Biafran children. In 2021, they supplied the silence that allowed their citizens to be kidnapped and tortured. What exactly did the Igbo people do to Britain to deserve this generational hatred? We need to gather here and ask them this question. Can you get a Umu Igbo, can you get the Britain ajujua? Can you get a They don't sleep. They don't sleep. Okay. In 1968, they supplied the arms that unalived Biafran children. In 2021, how many years after? Over 50 years after, they supplied the silence. You see, their silence is worse than the bullets also. Their silence that they kept is just the same thing as the bullet they supplied. In 2021, they supplied the silence that allowed their citizens to be kidnapped and tortured. Now the question is, what exactly did the Igbo people do to Britain to deserve this generational hatred? Is it our resilience, our enterprise, or our refusal to bow to colonial structures masquerading as post-colonial government? Hey, Emmanuel, is it our resilience, our enterprise, or our refusal to bow to colonial structures masquerading as post-colonial governments? Why is it that every time an Igbo leader rises to speak truth to power, Britain rushes to undermine him? Why? Why is it that every time an Igbo leader rises to speak truth to power, Britain rushes to undermine him? Why? It is time for the world to know Britain's hatred for the Igbo people has outlived colonialism. What they could not achieve with bombs and starvation in 1967, they now pursue through legal manipulation, judicial collusion, and geopolitical deceit. The time to speak is now. This statement is not made in anger. It is made in defiance. We defy the centuries of British deception in Africa. We defy the silence that enables crimes against our people. And we defy the notion that a British citizen can be abducted, tortured, and tried abroad without the UK lifting a finger. If Britain cannot protect its own citizens, then it should admit publicly that some British citizens are more equal than others. I will repeat this. I will repeat this. The time to speak is now. This statement is not made in anger. It is made in defiance. We defy the centuries of British deception in Africa. We defy the silence that enables crimes against our people. And we defy the notion that a British citizen can be abducted, tortured, and tried abroad without the UK lifting a finger. If Britain cannot protect its own citizens, then it should admit. Oh my God. Please hold on, guys. I need to take this call. Pronto, boss. See. Ok, ti attesa, ti mando adesso. La attesa, ok, te lo mando, ciao. So I need to, let me put something to be playing for us while I respond to this particular message, because I need to just take a measurement and send to my landlord. 1 minute, guys. So, listen again to Mazen Namdekano's prayer. While you are listening to it, I will get...
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwukika Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned, we confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your patience, my people. Thank you so much. You know, it shows how resilient we are and how determined we are for this truth and this gospel of truth. Please, we are going to be asking these questions, and we're asking them because they are valid questions. Emmanuel began to speak. He said, the time to speak is now. The time to speak is now. This is Mazin Namdekano's brother. The time to speak is now. This statement is not made in anger. It is made in defiance. We defy the centuries of British deception in Africa. We defy the silence that enables crimes against our people. And we defy the notion that a British citizen can be abducted, tortured, and tried abroad without the UK lifting a finger. If Britain cannot protect its own citizens, this should be a shameful thing to Britain. And I want us to echo it loud and clear. Please, if you are not sharing this program, please begin to share it. In fact, people need to cut this part and make it go viral. Take it. Any one of you, take it. Those of you that hate me, please use this part. At least for the first time, I'm begging you. Those of you that are doing saga with Fam Fam Fam, if you are use this place and do me saga, cut it out and say, look at what is reading about Britain. I want you to use this side and do me saga. Because use this one and do me saga. It is allowed. Please. Use this one and do me saga. Please, it is allowed. Yeah, in this very peaceful program, can you imagine I have to block somebody? Use this one to do me saga. This particular one. Cut it and use it to hammer bam bam bam. Look at what he's saying about Britain. Oh, Britain. Please. Because this is an open disgrace to Britain. Which one is open? Because this is the part they will never like. Because you know the highest pretense of a white person is that they don't want you to know that they are racist. They don't want you to know that there is no equal rights in their country. Because they are the ones that preach about equal rights. If you go to football games in Britain, if there's anybody that does racism, they will slam that person. Maybe somebody is playing football, they will throw, maybe somebody like Nnamdi is playing football, or they will throw him banana, and they will take it and say, they are racist. They will slam the person that threw that banana. They will say that banana is racist attack. You know how many times they have done it on Balotelli? They do it on British players that are black. They will sue them. And whenever they sue, they always win. This particular part is the part that is very important, because it is their shame being painted on their face. Because equal rights, if it actually exists in Britain, they should prove it to us. Let them prove to us that they have equal rights in Britain. Because I cannot explain why. I will read it again. You see this portion? That last portion here. Are you seeing it? Then it should admit. No, let me go from the top. He said, and we defy the notion that a British citizen can be abducted, tortured, and tried abroad without the UK lifting a finger. If Britain cannot protect its own citizen, then it should admit publicly. British Prime Minister should come publicly and admit that some British citizens are more equal than others, because it is assumed that anyone that have a British passport is a British citizen, and you are all equal as long as you have that passport. They treat you equally. You enjoy equal rights in the eyes of the law. Everything, you are equal in the land and in the government, in everything. I know that in Britain, I see some black people that drive buses in Britain, not in some countries. Like here in Italy, it is very rare for you to see a black man driving bus. They are yet to overcome that stigma. But in Britain, they want to show you that we maintain it. Like if you go to France today, French national team, almost 22 of them are from different countries in Africa and other parts of the world in French. But in reality, they are the worst people that segregate. They are the people that know how to deal with people of color in their country. They are the most wicked colonial masters in this world. But if you go to their country, they pretend a lot to pretend. So this they are pretending. We have to collect it and show them. See, look at you. Show us now that you are not a pretender. Britain, we need you to prove to us that you are not a pretender. If Britain cannot protect its own citizen, then it should admit publicly that some British citizens are more equal than others. Let the world judge. Let the world judge. We will put it at their face. We will shove it through their nose. Let the world judge. Our demand to the UK government. Now we are going to lay out our demand. Our demand to the UK government. Publicly accept responsibility for your complicity in the illegal rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You need to repent now, because you know what? Oh, this people don't know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah. Una don't know what una enter. They don't know. I just wish you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will go to the extra length to make sure he disgraces your hypocrisy. So the earlier you wake up and speak out for that citizen of UK, the better for you, because he will not be silent. He will not be silent. Already, he is not a Biafran. Sorry, already he's not a Nigerian. He's a Biafran. He's not a Nigerian. He's a Biafran. He's a Biafran, not a Nigerian. And so, if he is not a Nigerian, that means right now that Biafra is yet to be recognized. His first country of recognition is Great Britain. Yes. His first country of recognition is Great Britain. And so, if his first country of recognition is Great Britain, you must defend him. You must defend him, because he is not a Nigerian. And so now that he is not holding anything in Nigeria, they did not arrest him with Nigerian passport. He doesn't travel on Nigerian passport. He travels only on British passport. And his nationality inside that British passport. Look at it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's nationality on that British passport is Biafran. Why are you calling me on a direct call? You need to call on WhatsApp. This number is on WhatsApp. If you want to call on this program, call on WhatsApp. Okay? So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's nationality inside his British passport is not Nigerian, no. Now Biafran. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's birth certificate doesn't read Nigeria. It reads Biafra. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not anything Nigerian. He doesn't have a Nigerian blood. He doesn't have a Nigerian relative. He doesn't have a Nigerian brother. He doesn't have a Nigerian father. He doesn't have a Nigerian mother. He has a Biafran father, a Biafran mother, a Biafran relative, a Biafran blood. Everything about him is what? Biafranized. Everything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is what? Biafranized. Yes, this one say, do you notice that nobody is watching me again? He say, brother, do you notice that nobody watches you again? Please turn back to USB. Now I am going to minus you from the people that are watching me. How about that? I'm going to block you now. So that you know that I'm not looking for people that will watch. I am looking for people that will watch the truth. So the dawn, among those that are watching me now, I will minus you. Now there goes. Boom. You are gone. Look for yourself. You will see yourself again. I have raptured you. You see how idiotic people are? I am here preaching the gospel that will deliver him. The idiot comes here and say, you see that people are not watching you. Right now, as I'm playing this program now, I have 229 people listening. He doesn't know that this thing is going across different channels. 229 watching. Those of you that are hiding, some of them, I want to guarantee you that more than this number are watching through the window. Because you cannot hide from the truth. More than this number are watching through the window. But the funny thing is that this idiot, I have deleted him. He's no longer part of those that are watching. You see that? So let us continue this gospel. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not a Nigerian citizen. He doesn't belong to Nigeria. He belongs to Biafra. His citizenship is Biafra. His nationality is Biafra. His birth certificate is Biafra. And so, Britain must take advantage of this opportunity to reduce the disgrace that they will suffer. Reduce the disgrace that you will suffer. It is better for you. I am just advising my white friends. You understand? Thank you. You see, people that are enjoying the gospel, when they're enjoying the gospel, they bless me. They pray for me. Thank you, Daniel Chema. Good afternoon, dear. God bless you so much. And bless you too. And bless you too. My Helen says that this is how gullible some foolish Biafrans are. We are talking about freedom, and he's thinking about views. Because he's gone, he's lost. Because he's lost. That's how they behave. They're lost. They are lost. They don't know that to change a nation, you don't need millions of people. And to be a person of integrity, you don't need so many people to follow you. When too many people sing your praises, you might lose your focus. When too many people sing your praises, you might lose your focus. Do you understand? So beware. So let us go back and then continue. Our demand to the UK government: publicly accept responsibility for your complicity in the illegal rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Publicly, they must accept that they flawed, they effed up, they committed what I could call unbelievable hypocrisy, unbelievable prejudice, unbelievable. I don't know how to explain it. Just accept your complicity, accept their compromise in the illegal rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Accept it. Now you must make it a write-up, or you speak it a speech and let people know we are complicit in the extraordinary rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our own citizen. We are complicit. Now, immediately demand his return to either Kenya or the United Kingdom. Immediately, Britain. Now that you see that Kenya have busted you, now that I see that Nigeria cannot even defend you in this, now that I see that they are now hiding, they are no longer showing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as their trophy. They are now hurrying off to make it accelerated case. Before the case is accelerated to the end, Britain must accelerate their own and redeem themselves before the end. I will repeat myself. Before this Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case is accelerated to the end, Britain must accelerate their redemption and redeem their image quickly before the end. Redeem your image before the end. Immediately, Britain must demand the return of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, either to Kenya or the United Kingdom. Seize all diplomatic and legal support that sustains this illegal trial in Nigeria. Seize it now. Ozibo, Ozibo. Seize all diplomatic and legal support that sustains this illegal trial in Nigeria. Initiate a parliamentary inquiry into the roles played by the British High Commission in Nairobi and Abuja in this scandal. If you do not know that this is a scandal, just fold your hands and wait until it finishes. Oh, the God of Biafra answers prayer. 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 Don't murmur, don't faint. The God of Biafra answers prayer. Don't murmur, don't faint. The God of Biafra answers prayer. The God of Biafra have answered us. And the only thing you will continue to see is scandalous disgrace. I'm telling you, you need to redeem your image now, Britain. Initiate a parliamentary inquiry into the roles played by your own High Commission in Nairobi and that one in Abuja in this ungodly scandal. Tell the truth. Why is Britain so obsessed with silencing Biafra? Conclusion: if anything happens to our brother, the Kanu's family will hold the United Kingdom responsible. Not because they failed to act, but because they chose to act on the side of evil. Their silence is not neutrality, it is an endorsement of tyranny. I will repeat. In conclusion, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother, Emmanuel Kanu, wrote, if anything happens to our brother, the Kanu's family will hold the United Kingdom responsible. Not because they failed to act, but because they chose to act on the side of evil. Their silence is not neutrality. It is an endorsement of tyranny. Let the earth tremble with the truth. Let history record our warning. Let justice not be buried under diplomatic hypocrisy. Oh, I love this quote. Ndị be Kanu gụrụ akwụkwọ biko hapụ ndị a gụrụ akwụkwọ. Let the earth tremble with this truth. Let history record our warning. Let justice not be buried under diplomatic hypocrisy. Signed, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, spokesperson, Kanu family, 3rd of August, 2025. Wonderful. I want to retweet this. I need to retweet it so that it will go viral. The truth is that every one of you should go and retweet this particular post. I just retweeted it on my X handle, and it is strange that this thing is having only 50 retweets. You know, after how many hours of posts? After 20 hours of posts, this thing is having only 50 retweets. Though that first one I read has 289 retweets. I already did retweet it, and let me retweet this one again also. I quoted it, but I have to retweet it. You know, so please, it has now 300 retweets. Please let us retweet, and maybe in your retweet you can, you know, hashtag some people, and let's see if it goes viral. Okay, and now more updates from our lawyer Jimako's handle. International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law has rejected police claim that members of IPOB were behind the brutal attack that left scores on allies across Umualaoma, Arondizogo, and Ndi Akunwata communities in Idato North local government. International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law has rejected police claims. So you remember that recently they tried to lie on the head of our commander general. Yeah, they tried to lie on his head, but now it is backfiring on them. Intersociety blames jihadist headers, not IPOB, for deadly attacks on Imo communities demand justice for victims and missing law students. 29 July. They won. Unchain the man before you dialogue with him. Wisdom of the Rantoms. Unchain the man before you dialogue with him. They want to dialogue with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu while he's under chain. You have to unchain him, release him, free him. He has to be in his free abode before you can begin to talk about dialogue. Release of the detained IPOB activists renews calls for dialogue on Biafra conflict. Unchain him before you dialogue with him. Now, this is a very, very, very powerful update that we've had this morning. Yes, it was a wonderful quote. I'm just seeing your comment now. It was a very, very wonderful quote from Emmanuel Khan. Very, very wonderful quote on indeed. Yes. I have my link if there's anyone that wants to join. And there are other updates I intend to bring for you to see Afonja. I want to show you what Afonja. There's one Afonja woman that actually said something about the Afonja people that got me interested, and I want to bring it to you now. I want you guys to see, listen to this Afonja lady. Let me not refer to this lady as Afonja because she said something that was interesting, but I believe she is Yoruba. Let me use her Yoruba.
This Igbo king in Ghana, the way Yoruba people they talk the matter. This Igbo king in Ghana, the way Yoruba people they talk the matter, it diverts me. Yoruba they talk like say Igbo no be Nigeria at all. Now una even racist Igbo for that Nigeria per self. Now una even destroy Igbo. I can see many Igbo where it off go for Nigeria go Ghana. Now the one where una they destroy una team for Lagos that and they go Ghana.
You hear? The woman is admitting that the Igbo people that have left Nigeria to go to Ghana and they are doing well in Ghana are the people you have destroyed their properties, destroyed their goods, destroyed their shops. They leave Nigeria for you and they went to Ghana. And right there in Ghana, they are doing well. And you have instigated Ghana people to use a quote an Igbo king made 2013. Now, they want to use it to fight Igbo people in Ghana that are doing well for themselves. You see that it is Yoruba people that were making the post, Igbo must go from Ghana. Now, you fight them in Lagos, they overcome you, they are doing very, very well, even under your nose. Those that have left, and they are doing well in their different locations. Those that have gone back home are doing even better back home in Biafraland. And yet, Afonja evil, wickedness, Afonja. I'm going to show you a video of where an Afonja comedian by the name Sheyi Law, you see the praises this shameless person is heaping off on Tinubu. And you ask yourself, is it not the same Nigeria that all of you are living in, that Sheyi Law is heaping that kind of praise on Tinubu? The same Nigeria that Yoruba people cannot afford a loaf of bread. The same Nigeria that I saw Yoruba women campaigning and saying that Tinubu, if you don't make life better for us, we're not going to vote for you for 2027. No. A being power, we the hungry, we no fit again, yo. But somebody from that same Afonja, because they have loaded his pocket, he doesn't care about his fellow Afonja brethren, he is praising Tinubu. Thank God for this woman who comes out to speak the truth, and I want us to listen to her.
This Igbo king in Ghana, the way Yoruba people they talk the matter, it diverts me. Yoruba they talk like say Igbo no be Nigeria at all. Now una even racist Igbo for that Nigeria per self. Now una even destroy Igbo. I can see many Igbo where it off go for Nigeria go Ghana. Now the one where una they destroy una team for Lagos that and they go Ghana. Go they suffer another one for Ghana. So now una still decide they put pepper for this matter. Drive Igbo, drive. Now Igbo now they go drive. Now don't know how to talk Yoruba people. No matter how Igbo better pass una. This Igbo be like una where go sell una house. No matter how Igbo better pass una. No matter how Igbo better pass una. No matter how Igbo better pass una.
Thank you.
This Igbo be like una where go sell una house, go they sleep under the because you say you won't do party. Una go sell una house, go dey sleep under bridge, say una wan do party. Una sell una house, finish for Igbo begin dey destroy Igbo to run leave the house for una useless people. Make una shut up for this matter. You know concern una. Bye.
Wow. Oshe. Thank you, our Yoruba sister. Thank you so much, Oshe. Now I'm going to bring you the Afonja comedian that is called Sheyi Law. I think I saved that video in my WhatsApp. Let me bring it. Shameless people. You see what this shameless idiot is doing, praising Tinubu. Honestly speaking, I've never seen hopeless people like this before in my life. I beg you. I never see. I never see. I never see. Let me end this one and share that screen. Please permit me to welcome on stage a man who had come at a time when Nigeria truly needed him. He came, and on the day of his inauguration, he decided to systematically tackle corruption. How? By ending the fuel subsidy. I thought somebody would applaud that. Look at them. He systematically tackled corruption by ending fuel subsidy. Brethren, and those of you that are in the zoo, are you people not still suffering the fuel calamity in the zoo? Are you not suffering it? Now, he says it and the people refuse to clap. He's the one that is forcing them to clap. Systematically tackled corruption. Let's listen to him again. This Afonjao. They don't care. This idiot knows that Nigeria is not better. That people are dying. People are suffering. Hunger won't buy people. But Afonja, the reason why they hate us is that we do not support evil. As Biafrans, we don't support. That's the reason why we don't have king that will come and subdue us. We don't support evil. If you do anyhow, you go still see anyhow. If you do anyhow, we go talk am. But them, look at them. A man who had come at a time when Nigeria truly needed him. He came, and on the day of his inauguration, he decided to systematically tackle corruption by ending the fuel subsidy. And you know that there's nothing like ending fuel subsidy, because the fuel subsidy, the idiot is still paying it too. He's still paying the fuel subsidy. And fuel is more expensive in Nigeria than any other place in the whole world. This monkey is saying that he ended. Oh, God have mercy. I thought somebody would applaud that. Hey! And he decided to float the exchange rate. And for the first time in this nation, the black market and the real market has been unified. Look at the person he's praising. Even the man that he's praising is just looking at him. He say, how is this guy succeeding in singing my praises like this? All this thing he's saying is just rhetoric. I have not done it. You know, it's unified exchange rate that he met that was about 500 or less than that. Now today it is almost 1,800 or thereabout for $1. 1,800 to $1. It has tripled, and say it has unified. Is that one a development? Is that one improvement? Did he improve? He didn't say he improved. He made the exchange rate better. He said he has united. I don't understand. This Afonja. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And for the first time in this nation, the black market and the real market has been unified. He came and the allocation to the states and local government has hit the highest number in the recent time in Nigeria. He cleared the $7 billion backlog.
$7 billion backlog that cleared, and Nigeria in less than 8 months, he was able to borrow more than the amount that the Boko Haram regime. Well, you know that Boko Haram did not finish regime. Boko Haram passed away before in 2017, and that office that they tried to maintain for him were indebted Nigeria to over 49 trillion. And then this one have borrowed over 50 trillion in less than 8 months. And this one say he has cleared the backlog. Which backlog they clear? You clear and you borrow more than what you clear. You see how hopeless they are? Listen to this Afonjao.
In the recent time in Nigeria, he cleared the $7 billion backlog.
Afonja.
He has increased our foreign reserve to the tune of $40.1 billion US. And he's taking charge of huge infrastructural projects in Nigeria. The 700-kilometer coastal highway, the 1,000-kilometer Sokoto-Badagry.
See sycophants.
The $3 billion Eastern Rail Line.
Eastern Rail Line. Now, when you hear Eastern Rail Line, you ask yourself, where is the rail line in the east? Where is the project? Where is it? Because I saw Zach Oji, that useless, hopeless idiot, praising him about the Eastern Rail Line and whatever. Where is the rail line? Where is the Eastern project that they are praising this idiot for? Oh God.
The $3 billion Eastern Rail Line, the local government financial autonomy, free tuition for the federal technical colleges. Ladies and gentlemen, the President and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR!
Oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Hey! Oh my God. Let me fast forward it a bit. I don't want that this year mandate. Now, look at it. Look at it. You come and hear what the hopeless man will say.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for that rousing introduction.
Okay, no, that's what he said. I wanted to hear.
Please, have your seat, and I promise to keep the mandate.
See, look at this Afonja. Look at that Afonja dancing. That Tinubu promised to keep mandate. See, dancing. Anyway, I wanted to hear that one. I wanted you to hear him say that he will promise them to keep the mandate. You people are in. You people are in for a complete meltdown. Believe me, I'm telling you, you are in for a total meltdown. No one Nigeria, shege. Now they see shege. You see Biafra. We don't go. We don't go. And Mazin Nnamdi and our Prime Minister is going to show you people that, you know, their fight will never be in vain. Their fight for freedom will never be in vain. It is bye-bye to the Bati Bati of Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Biafra, home, sweet home. Thank you everyone for joining me. And we need to, and there's something I wanted to show us also. You know, our website is a place that you must consistently visit because there are updates that some of us do not know that we already have on our website. I decided to open it so that I will show us today. If you go to our website, if you go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org, which Isaiah Nyogun have cloned to Republic government. This is the real website. And if you go on this real website and you open the news section, you open the news section. If you open the news section, why is this not displaying the news section? Okay, wait, let me reduce it a little bit. It's too much. Okay, I think it's better like this. So on top here, you are going to see our home. Let me see. How is it showing? Oh no, it's small. Let me make it bigger. All right, even much bigger. Okay, so like this is better. On the top here, you will see Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and the website is biafrarepublicgov.org. If you go to the home, you see the home. Personnel, you see all the personnels of the government. You see us there. All the personnels you will see. There you will know those that is working with you and those that are members of the cabinet. You see everyone here. You understand? And then you go to the states, you see the states. You go to the structure, you see the structure, the bylaw, you can read it. And there's the one place I will take you to is the news. Right here in the news, you see announcements. Now here, I'll need to enlarge this now so that this thing on top will disappear. All right. Now you see the announcement, and under the announcement is where you are going to see everything that is updated here. For example, you're going to see Isaiah Anyogun's expulsion. You see it here. The letter is here of his expulsion is here. The news is here. Because some of us will ask, it's not everything that Grok will give you the answer. You understand? To go on Grok or you go on Google, sometimes you may not have some of these updates. But all these updates, you have them in our website. The cloned website by Isaiah Harrison Anyogun, it doesn't have all these updates for you to know that his website is fake and is criminal. And he will soon go in for that. For cloning our website, he will go in for it. I can assure you that he will go in for it. So this is Isaiah Anyogun expulsion. Let me click whether something will happen. See, it opens up more. You see it? The expulsion letter of Isaiah Anyogun is here. You can read it. Okay? You can actually read it. Isaiah Anyogun's expulsion. Okay, it is there. So for those that want to know, then here you have Aniebet's dismissal. Aniebet is Akbarawa Sonny. You click it, it will open. This is the dismissal letter of Sonny Akbarawa. Aniebet, Archibonk Sonny Aniebet. Dear Archibonk Sonny Aniebet. So this is his dismissal letter. Sonny was dismissed, not expelled. So he's actually, still in Briggy if he cares, but he's no longer a cabinet member. He's dismissed as a cabinet member, but he's still Briggy in one way or the other, but not, like Isaiah Anyogu. Isaiah Anyogu has been expelled from Briggy. Isaiah Anyogu is no longer part of Briggy. This one is expulsion, expelled. So Isaiah Anyogu is no longer part of Briggy. So for you to have this, get this letter, go to our website and open the news. You will see this letter. You can print it, you can share it, you can tag it, share it to those of them in Washington, those people he's deceiving that he is this or that in Brigi, he is no longer part of Brigi. And then Sonny Aniebet is no longer acting as information minister. He has been dismissed. Okay. Now you see a lot of news. Biafra CDC report, a lot of things. Fulani militants and all these things. You see them. All the news are there. Okay. So all the news updates you need, you'll get them both in pictures and everything. You will see them all there. Very, very important. I need to bring that to your notice. Very, very important. Okay. So you have everything on our website. But Isaiah Anyogo has cloned our website to have, his way in manipulating and deceiving Biafrans. Yeah, so if you need anybody that is asking you, where is it? Take them to the website. Tell them to go and look for www.biafrarepublicgov.org. Isaiah Anyogo, who has cloned our own website, his own is not Biafra Republic Gov. He said his own is government. And then ask him who gave him the right to do that. He took the right by himself. His PM, where the PM give him the go-ahead, the answer is no. So Isaiah Anyogo is a rogue, acting rogue in Biafra movement. I'm going to leave it here until I see you again in my next broadcast. Airborne!